Hey guys, so as you can tell by the title of the video, today we're going to be discussing NikkieTutorials' most recent upload. So today I came home and I opened up YouTube to see a video on my feed titled I'm Coming Out. And seeing that was from Nikkie in the thumbnail, that in itself was a shock to me, to be honest. But in my head I thought, okay, she's probably bisexual or maybe she's even pansexual, something like that. Because I knew prior going into this video that she was dating a man named Dylan, so I'm like, okay, well she can't fully be lesbian. But when I found out what it actually was, like many of you were, I was shocked. For those who may not have seen the video, pretty much, Nikkie goes into detail about how she has lived her entire life as a transgender woman, meaning that she was in fact born a man. Now, when she revealed this, I was shook. This is not something that I would have ever expected to come from NikkieTutorials. Personally, I've been watching Nikkie for a few years now, and the fact that she was originally born a man, I am legitimately speechless. Look, I just have 3 words. You go, bitch! Oh my god, she has done such an amazing job at transitioning, especially doing so at such a young age. In my personal opinion, she is easily one of the most beautiful women on YouTube. And I thought that even before she came out. Also, I just want to say how proud I am of her for revealing this to us, because if you're part of the LGBTQ plus community, you know how hard it can be to come out to someone. You know how scary and terrifying and intimidating that can be. Because, like, what if they don't accept me? What if they look at me differently? All these what ifs. Now, imagine that, but instead of telling just that one person, you're telling 12.5 million people. That's exactly what Nikkie did. She is so incredibly strong for coming out at this stage in her career because even though she's getting mainly positive feedback, she has just subjected herself to an endless sea of transphobic hate, which sucks to say but is true. Her comment section is going to be filled with a bunch of transgender jokes and just plain out transphobia. But she's a baddie, so I think she'll be able to handle it. And plus, I feel like the amount of people that leave those kind of comments are very small, and I genuinely feel like the positive will outweigh those people. I don't know, this is just such an incredible thing for her to do, and I am just so proud that she felt comfortable enough to tell us her story. Which, let's talk about her story for a second, because it is quite remarkable, if I do say so myself. She was saying how at a young age she was playing with Barbie dolls and wanted to wear dresses. She basically just said that her whole childhood, she liked girly things.
Ever since I was born, I've always thought that I was a girl. And I just couldn't understand why I had short hair, why I had to wear trousers and a t-shirt, and why couldn't I wear dresses? And I played with dolls. I did everything with nail polish, with hair brushes, with fake hair, with Barbie dolls. All of me was girly.
Then she goes into detail about how by the age of 7 or 8 years old, she had grown her hair out and began strictly wearing feminine clothing. Which that in itself is so fucking brave of her to do because kids are assholes, let me tell you. They can be so incredibly mean, especially with something like that. That's such a big thing for her to do at such a young age. But this turned to her getting hormones in her early teen years and eventually fully transitioning at the young age of 19 years old.
And they gave me hormones, and by the time I was 19, I fully transitioned. I transitioned while on YouTube.
She also revealed that she transitioned while on YouTube, which was an even bigger shock because I've seen a lot of her first few videos, and even then, it is so hard to believe that she was ever not a woman. She passes so incredibly well, then and now. Moving on past her story, I think that what Nikkie is doing is incredible. I believe that she's going to be the newest role model for transgender people all over the world who are having their own struggles. Whether she realizes it or not, by her coming out, she is normalizing being transgender. By her doing this with such a big platform, she has the power to really change some people's perspective on transgender people and trans rights in general. This is just such a big step forward for the LGBTQ community. So even though I personally am not transgender, I just want to say a big thank you to Nikkie for stepping in and using her platform to help thousands, if not millions of other transgender people find their way. Her story is going to be such an inspiration for so many young boys and girls around the world who are going to be struggling with this in the future or are already struggling with this now. To see someone who is like you, being transgender, whether that's male to female, female to male, seeing someone like that be able to have this amazing, successful career, and just seeing that they can be successful too is just incredible, and I am so happy that she has shown that. Now, before we end this video, we need to talk about what was discussed at the end of her video. Towards the end of her coming out video, Nikkie explains how she encountered people who wanted to blackmail her and leak her story before she was ready. And not only did they want to leak her story, they wanted to leak it to the press. They wanted to get money for this.
Now, some of you may still question why in the intro I said that I didn't think today would be the day. I've always wanted to share this side of my story with you. I just wanted to do it under my conditions, but apparently we live in a world where other people hate on people that are truly themselves. I have been blackmailed by people that wanted to leak my story to the press. And at first, it was frightening. It was frightening to know that there are people out there that are so evil that they can't respect someone's true identity. It is vile and it is gross. And I know you are watching this. They said they wanted to leak it because I'm lying, or that I don't want to tell my truth, or because they feel like I'm too scared for people to know who I truly am. I'm not scared. So to the people who tried to blackmail me and thought they could really mess up my life with that, this one's for you. I hope you can sit nice on it.
And personally, I just want to know who these people are because they are utter trash, let me tell you. I'm going to go as far as to say as if you have ever even thought about outing someone, I feel confident in saying that you are a garbage person because coming out is such a revolutionary moment for members of the LGBTQ plus community, especially when you tell people you care about the most, or in this case, 12.5 million people. Like I mentioned earlier, coming out is very scary for some people, especially if you're transgender, because I feel like transgender people get it the worst. Because yes, being gay has its setbacks, coming out as gay, coming out as lesbian, those are all their own thing. Like they can have their own negative things. But coming out as trans is completely different. Based off my understanding, their dating pool is very limited because many people don't accept that. They're not cool with that. It is just way harder for transgender people these days. And so for someone to want to take that from her and expose her because they think she's lying or these stupid reasons, that is just unacceptable. So Nikki, if you're watching this, which I'm sure you're not, but if you are, I am so sorry that there are people who wanted to ruin this moment for you. I am glad that they are most likely out of your life and that you got to do this on your own terms. You are so fucking strong. But with that being said, I think that brings us to the end of this video. Let me know in the comments if you were surprised when you found out about this or if you were expecting it. I'm actually interested to hear your guys' thoughts because I've heard a few people say that they kind of expected this or they had an idea, which completely surprised me because I literally was caught blindsided. I had no fucking clue. So definitely let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this. Also, if there's anything else you would like me to give my input on, let me know and I'll definitely do it. Make sure you follow my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. They will all be linked in the description and in the end card. My name is Damian Roush, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Put your head on my shoulder.